one of his aide, a journalist, reached out to me. So we subsequently met. And I said, yes. He commended me for some of my views and all that, and said that it would be exciting to work together. I said, I'm not working with anybody. But I now made some observations about the things that he has been accused of doing in the past. Corruption. Sarah reporter reported a story where his staff was caught with money. He tried to explain it, but I was not satisfied. Then I also raised the issue about these issues of him using state resources in Anambra to invest in his family business. His explanation to me in his defense was that he had resigned from the company before he became a governor. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't just wait to get up to leave the place. I'm like, how can a man that wants to be president of Nigeria not see the clear abuse? You understand? That he has abused his office to do such a thing. He won't justify it. He didn't see anything wrong in it. I was completely disgusted. So eventually, I didn't want to disrespect him, so I wanted to leave. And then he got into, because we're like in the living room, it's like a suite. Then he got into a room and said, oh, please, he's coming. That he wants to go inside the room and he has something for me. So he brought one envelope or something like that. And said, no, this is just a small thing, it's just for coming, blah, blah, blah. I said, I laughed. I said, that means you don't know me. I said, and you are friends with Mimiko, former Governor Mimiko and others. There are people that was close to you. You'll have asked them about me. If we do anything, it's because of conviction. It's even me that will bring out of my money and support you.
That journalist that reached out to him is now speaking out. Watch.
Well, joining us in the studio, I'm glad to have former political editor with this year newspaper and media advisor to previous PDP national chairman, Ike Aboying. He's also a political associate of Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I mean, you've issued a statement trying to clarify what actually happened. I mean, can you reflect on that meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju? And you have said that Deji had wanted a ticket for the Ahmad Buhari federal constituency to be given to him by the Labour Party. But of course, maybe because he didn't get that, that could have led to this kind of comments.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into insinuating from that angle. I was actually at the meeting, not only at the meeting, but I brokered it. When I was in PDP, I headed a media committee to revive PDP. And at that time, some of these activists were coming around, and Deji was among them. That was when I met Deji, and we cultivated a relationship. So immediately after Mr. Peter Obi got the Labour Party ticket in May 2022, the euphoria of that time, Deji was contemplating running for House of Representatives for Abuja. And I felt that the Labour Party needed somebody like him who is young and activist, popular, and all those things. And I discussed it with Obi. I said, look, we need somebody like this who can try to arouse the public. And arranged for us to meet. And three of us met in the night. And we discussed amicably. Obi, as usual, welcomed the meeting and explained his life, how he came into politics and what he has done and all those things. After explaining, Deji was also touched. He started his own story and talked about how the mother played huge impact on him and all that.
Yeah, the mother case that was filed against him.
No.
Or his own mother.
Mother.
Oh, okay. I thought
you understand?
No.
I didn't have anything. We didn't discuss any other thing except after Obi finished his story, Deji now told his own story. And at the end of the day, we left there. It was a long discussion and a very friendly discussion. Because before then, Deji was in the public space, various statements and all that, supporting that this is the best man for this job. So it was based on that the meeting was even brokered in the first place. And after the meeting, 4 weeks after, he issued a statement, tweeted that Obi told him in that meeting that he invested government money in his family business.
That's the Anambra State government.
Yes, government money in his family business. I couldn't imagine whether it's the one I attended.
And you were there all through. Was there also any offer of monetary inducement?
I was there. Not only that I was there, also, I left there with Deji.
Interesting.
So when I saw that statement, my initial reaction was that could they have met without me?
Somewhere else, apart from that meeting.
You understand? Because the way he presented it was so assertive that it would be difficult for you to begin to doubt whether it's the one who participated. So I called Deji. I said, what happened? Did you meet with P2B in another place after I left or another place? He didn't give me any response. And I issued a statement 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I received that statement. Yes. We reported
yes,
it. And you've just gone ahead to issue another statement. I mean, so, but what do you think will be the primary motive for Adeyanju's revelation? Because he says he's prepared to go to court if indeed Obi takes him to court and that he has evidence.
Well, I am curious because I will love to know, in terms of what may have prompted it, that will be going into Deji's mind, which I don't want to go. You understand? But I'm curious to see if this matter gets to court. Then let me see that. Because if it's something I was an outsider, then I was okay, maybe this happened. No, you can never swear for anything. But for this one, I cannot imagine.
Well, maybe the lawyers will be reaching out to you to serve as a primary witness in the case.
No, but to me, this matter is a distraction to the project.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that maybe some people, because I mean there have been allegations against Deji against him online, that maybe the APC is trying to use him. Some people even brought out, different insinuations that he had an alleged murder case previously, and then of course one of the people who helped him out was Festus Keyamo. Maybe Deji is working for the APC and all of that through the back door to stop Obi. I mean, different things. How the online space is like. I mean, do you think, as a political editor, this is calculated to distract Obi?
Definitely. Definitely, because given the way Deji is pursuing it, you know that there's some political undertone. Otherwise, if you made an allegation against somebody and say he's going to court, why rush to the media and start a media trial?
Well,
you are a lawyer.
He claims that some of Peter Obi's supporters are all out against him, abusing him. They even allegedly said that, I mean, one of the supporters, Sarah Ibrahim, had called his wife a whore, and I mean, all sort of things happening. And Peter Obi did not caution his supporters, particularly this person, allegedly.
I don't know whether he's in Peter Obi's camp to know how Peter Obi reacts to things. Because he's not qualified to say that Peter Obi did not do something because he wouldn't know and he's not there. But the truth of the matter is that the way Deji is taking it, if you have made an allegation against somebody and you are a lawyer, go to court. Like I said, when this meeting took place, Deji was not a lawyer.
Yes.
And now he is a lawyer. I expected something more mature in handling this case.
Yeah, but I love the way you actually put it too, that these gentlemen are your friends, two of them, and that you would love to see how this can actually be settled. Is there any way that there could be maybe an out-of-court settlement if it does get to court, or you wouldn't even allow it to get to court in the first instance? Is there any way you could bring these two gentlemen together?
Well,
you think it's too late?
I am not a lawyer, and when lawyers are involved in a case, it's only them that will determine the extent. Me, as a journalist and a friend of the two, I don't mind. Because to me, Obi is focused on the ball.
Yeah, but he feels injured. I mean, he said his reputation has been injured. Deji too is also saying that he feels injured by obedience who are also abusing the hell out of him and all of that.
The thing is, anybody who has been following Obi's trend, Obi don't react to criticism. except when it goes to personalized things like this.
So this is clearly a he said, she said situation, and that is where I think the matter is going to end, as I don't see Peter Obi taking Deji Adeyanju to court. But this is how Deji Adeyanju himself is now responding to these new allegations. The obedient political extremist mob, led by Peter Obi, the fraud and religious bigots, are too shameless and dishonorable. They lack integrity or decency of any kind. They now have 3 different versions of why I started criticizing their fraudulent messiah. First, they said I brought a 200 million naira proposal for their boss and he declined. Second, they said I just came to chat with him and no money was offered to me. Third, a new story is now out that I wanted to run for House of Reps under his Labour Party, which I had a 3 hours meeting with him. Real clowns, but they know their audience. So I said this before and I'll say it again. All this back and forth between Deji Adeyanju and Peter Obi are needless distractions from the issues that matter. And there can only be one loser if this is allowed to fester.